Something a bit different today. I'm walking. I'm walking because I picked up a little injury. It's my shin. It's my shin, and it's something I thought I could run on, but I can't quite get rid of it. So I'm going to give up running for a week and see how that goes. I've come to Bingley, which is where I did my 150th parkrun yesterday. It just happens to be where I fancied coming today again, because I was going to get some trigs on the old trig hunt on the GPX Grand Prix, and then I'm going to pee on this thing. It's on the wrong way round. I look like a nutter today. I've got a pair of shorts on, and then I'm all in black. It's hot. It's quite hot. I'm all in black, and I look a bit weird, I think, but never mind. Should be plenty of solitude on this walk. So this is basically a personal video. It's a personal video. It's leading on from Goals 2022, and it's my first quarter review. So I'm basically going to go over the goals from 2022 set at the beginning of the year, and just see if I'm on schedule for getting them done. And we'll have a look at the season goals, which were, what were they, number 7 to 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 7 to 10, and we'll see if we've achieved any of those. And if there's any we've achieved, we can reset the goals, the final goals, and we'll just see how we're doing. We'll just see how we're doing, and I'll also have a nice walk. So let's start with the first goal was the mileage for the year. It was 2,500k, and I'm currently just over 500k, maybe 550k. So well, it's possible that I'm a bit further. Apparently I've got that, or apparently I'm on my way to that, because I'm on schedule. Goal number 1, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. 1 out of 1 so far. Number 2, avoid injury by normalising, cross-training, and eating well. Let's see how we've done on that. Right, well, Project 65 is underway. So maybe about a month ago I made the decision that I was going to lose 5 kilograms. Anyway, I'm 3 down after cutting out basically bread, using MyFitnessPal to track the calories that I'm eating, which is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So it's actually quite shocking. I gave them a target, and then they gave me a calorie limit for the for my eating for per day, and that's 1,600 calories. And basically, if you have a sandwich, that's pretty much half of it. So bread's out, carbs are really out. So I'm generally losing weight through lack of bread and potatoes. So not really had many potatoes or bread. No pizzas. I think I've had 0 pizzas in the last month. So it's going well, but I would love a pizza. I'll have a pizza soon. It's not really a conclusion, but sort of come to notice that I can only seem to concentrate on one sort of element of my well-being at a time. So as I've been concentrating more on my diet, I found it difficult to get to the gym and do the strength work. I'm not really sure why, but I'm quite happy, to be honest. Like the eating and the food stuff, I've found a lot harder in the past to do other than exercise. I mean, I can go out and run any day of the week until I get injured or whatever, and I know that the strength work is important to get done when you in tandem with that. So I think if I just prioritize the diet for now, I think that's okay. And I've been enjoying my running. I've got quicker. You know, I feel fairly fit running wise. If we take away the current injury, like otherwise, you know, the speed's been okay. I've been feeling good on runs. Results have been good. Races have been good. You know, there's been a few races that I've done this year so far, and I've been fairly pleased with most of them. Most of them, you know, even the ones I wasn't really set out to do crazy efforts on. Yoga's gone a bit off. I think I'm still doing what's it called? Yoga with Adrian's annual January thing, and it's obviously late March, and I think I'm on day 18. So been doing yoga with Adrian's daily thing weekly. Number 3, raise £2,022 2022 for charity. We're on our way. We've raised over £200 so far after one event. Plenty of events coming up. That's going to come later in this video. That's okay. The last race we had was the Kirksall Carverley Cutter, where we raised over £200. We raised that for the Canal and River Trust. We raised that for the Motor Neurone Disease Association, and we'll probably put aside some money for the Ukraine war, unfortunately. But so far we're doing all right out of one event. If I can put on a few more events and emphasize the charity aspect of it, we can raise a bit more money for charity. Number 4, make more films. I've made one more film. Well, I did my race calendar, which is already out of date, but then also Heptonstall Fell Race, which has been received really well, and we had like over 500 views in like 2 days, which I was very happy with. So I'm really pleased with that. I felt like I got a bit of my mojo back actually with the editing and production of the film, which gives me a bit more confidence to produce more, which is nice. So that'll include this one, and it'll also include the next race I do, wherever that may be. And we've obviously got a backlog of films which I'll come to later. Number 5 is try new stuff, or try different stuff. To me, this is different stuff. Walking. I don't really walk much. We'll do a few dog walks here and then, but I'm not much of a hiker. And today I got the train out to Bingley, and I've set out to do a loop walking. None of this, none of that, just this. Get my steps in. Anyway, I don't really get my steps in. I drive to work and I drive from work. The only way I really get my steps in is through running. So actually, if I'm injured, I'm going to be very careful that I get my steps in. I'm going to try and walk a bit. So we have to try that. I don't know, it doesn't really draw to me. I suppose it's because I like running, but if I can't run, I'll have to bloody walk. Number 6, which is the final year goal, was big projects, and to stick to the plan. There was a little Easter egg in there. I don't know if anyone noticed it, but there was a little Easter egg in there saying that I was going to do a big project in the year and aim towards the project and stick to the plan. So there's 2. When I did my race calendar, there was literally 2 races on that calendar. The first of which was the Three Peaks Fell Race, which is now in about 4 or 5 weeks. It's at the end of April. We came back after COVID and did the Three Peaks back in October, early October, and I just sort of like went out and did it. And my PB for the Three Peaks is I nearly said £4 then. It's 4.19, and I scraped in under just 5 hours in 2021. So there's 40 minutes I need to find in order to get anywhere close back to that PB. Now that's an A race now, so I'm gonna have to rest for this next week, but after that I'm really gonna have to start focusing on that race. I'm gonna taper properly for it as well, so it probably only gives me about 2 or 3 weeks. I just need to believe in my confidence. I just need to be confident that I've got it in me already. Like I've done a few practice races up until now for the Three Peaks. They've given me a lot of confidence. Rombold's Stride was one of them. Ran that really nicely with a nice slow start. I think I may have negative split that one. And then Heptonstall last week, which I had a really good time doing, and just feel quite confident. I feel like I could go a bit longer, and if it were to be the 3 peaks, I think I can get round. I might have to change my battle plan though, because in 2019 when I got my PB, I just basically went for it and just kept going. And to be honest, I probably did slow down at the end, even though I got the PB. I think I'm actually going to try and bring in the times a bit to Ribblehead, because I ran to Ribblehead in 2021 in exactly the same time as I did in 2019, so I thought I was doing all right. Just going to check where I'm going. What was I saying? Basically, I blew up. I blew up big time in October. But the question is, did I somewhat blow up in 2019 despite getting that PB? Now I've got a feeling that if I went a bit slower to Ribblehead, or just took my time, or just go by feel. I mean, ideally I just want to do better than last year. To be honest, if I can do a personal second best, I'll be happy. So I think it's 4:30. If I can do 4:30, I'll be very happy. That's still half an hour off the previous attempt. And the weather plays a big part in that as well in the 3 peaks. The second race, the second A race of the year, is the UTMB CCC in France. Now that is a big race. That's a, you know, I've probably put down a bit of money for that one. Like, I've paid to enter. It's a big, expensive race. I'm staying abroad for 10 days. It's 100k. It's got 6,000 meters of elevation. Right now I've got this feeling that I just know I can do it. I can give it a go, and I know I can do it because my goal is to finish it. I don't want to make a mess of it. I don't want to mess up after traveling all that way. And I think I'd be doing myself a disservice to take it too seriously and try too hard, because essentially it's just going to be it's just going to be a laugh. It's going to be fun. And I think if I stress myself out over it, it's just going to be a waste of my time and my money. So I'm just looking forward to that one. I think we're going up there. We must be going up there. There's a trig point up there somewhere, Nor Hill. Pastified. So I think it's Belden Hill there and Ilkley Moor behind it. I love living in Yorkshire. It's bloody wonderful. Bread. Anyway, it's easy to think that you can just piss it, but I don't know, you've got to be confident in your abilities sometimes. I've done it before. I've done Ultra Trail Snowdonia. That was 6,500 meters over 50 miles. So over 100k with the same elevation. I reckon I can do it. It's fully marked, so there's not going to be any navigational issues. All I've got to do is just put one foot in front of the other and get it done. But the plan is to just treat those long fell races and all those other races I've got in the calendar as practice. You know, they can be speed practice, they can be effort practice, or they could just be getting the miles in practice. Just trying to enjoy myself while running. So easy to get stressed out. So easy to get stressed out. I think I just got heckled by a van. So now we move on to the season goals. Season goals. So number 7 is to return to a consistent sub 21 5k, namely Parkrun, which is where I'll do my 5k most weeks. Probably out of the first 3 months, I think I might have done maybe at least 10 Parkruns, and I'm happy to say that the vast majority of them were sub 21. In fact, yesterday was my 150th Parkrun, where I got 20:33, and that's with the sore shin. So I'm quite happy that I've returned to a sort of consistent sub 21. So that goal we can tick off. That's the first goal we can actually tick off for the year. Nice to tick something off anyway. But the plan when ticking off the season goals are that you'll create a new goal. So those new goals will come very soon. I'm guessing we're just going to go up here to the trig point. Which is funny because on the goals video, I was at a trig point when I announced the goal for this for this season, which was to announce the full calendar of 2022 Great Owl running races. Now I'm telling you this on a massive incline, but the calendar is pretty much released. I will plan to release a proper video with a list of all those races, as I have failed to promote them properly yet, but they are out and about in the world. Starting in May, we've got the North Leeds 50, the North Leeds 23 and the North Leeds 50 relay. In June we have another brand new race. We need to talk about Chevin. In July, at the end of July, we have the West Leeds 50 weekend, so that's the West Leeds 50, the Tour de 28, so that's a new race, that's from the GPX, that's from the GPX series. That will now be a race in July the 30th. And we plan to do a relay for the West Leeds 50 as well. In August, we should have the return of the Nosegay Trail, but there is question marks around that because the Leeds-Liverpool Canal is currently closed. They do have the date in August. They do have a date in August where they plan to be finishing the work. They said they'd finish that early, so I'll just check that and then we'll get that released and up and out. Hello! Woo! If you like trigs, you should join the GPX Grand Prix and get on the trig hunt. You can enter that now. Let's continue the calendar. So in October, we have the East Leeds 50, and not quite figured out whether we're going to do a shorter distance on the East Leeds 50 or not. But I suppose there will be a relay as well, just in the planning stages of that. And then in November, the final race of the season, or the final race of the year, we say hello again to the Holly Hustle, which will be on the 19th of November, starting at the Myrtle Tavern again, and that is also open now. Anyway, that's the full calendar of races. Actually, I've just better add actually that since the Hepson Store video has come out, I've seen a lot of people out and about that have said that they liked it and enjoyed the videos, so that's really nice of you. Thank you very much. Keep them coming. If you do recognise me from these out on a race, just say hi. Number 9 was to work on the backlog of films. I haven't done that yet, so I can't tick it off, but they are coming, promise you that. Doing that Hepson Store video gave me a bit more confidence in working on some of the other films, so I'm looking forward to getting back on it. I feel like I got my mojo back after Hepton Still. So we'll see those, I'm planning to get them out before the following year's race. So you've got Blencathra, I'll bring it out a couple of weeks before that, maybe a month before that. Same with the Spine Sprint, same with what was the other one I did? Ennerdale, same with Ennerdale. So I'll give myself some time to do them because they're nice, they're beautiful, and they need time. They need time putting into them. So I'll give them time and I'll get them out for you. In the meantime, you can subscribe and you can even join my Patreon if you feel like it. Helps me produce the films. You'll get a little credit like these guys, these wonderful people here. And I've got plans on making the prospect of becoming a Patreon even more attractive in the near future. So get on it now and you will reap the benefits. It'll pay dividends, I'm sure, I assure you. Footpath? I think I'm on the footpath, but I'm not sure. These guys are on the footpath. Am I on the footpath? Am I on the footpath? Yorkshire ponies, from Yorkshire. So another one I haven't got is number 10, which is the mysterious one. Haven't got it yet, sorry. It's okay, it's all good, I'm happy still. I'm going to replace number 7, which is the consistent sub 21 5k. I'm going to push that to 2030 because I can get 2030 quite easily now, or relatively easy. So we're going to add that, but we're going to add a little extra one in, and that's to sort this bloody shin out, because as much as I'm enjoying today's walk, I would rather be running. So there we go. That's my review. That's my review of the first quarter of 2021. Again, these are for me, really. This is a diary, this is a journal. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, if you did enjoy it. If you didn't enjoy it, don't hold me up to this kind of thing. This is just for me. We do loads of races. I do loads of race videos on here. We got some more coming up. I will bring the camera along to my next race maybe, and we'll see how we go. What have we got coming up? We've got the Three Peaks race coming up in April. That's my A race. Before then, there will be a video for, they've changed the name. It used to be called the Anniversary Waltz. What's it called now? Newlands Memorial. That one, that's the one that's coming up next. That's the week before the Three Peaks in April. So that's a wrap for the first quarter of 2022. See you soon. Hope your running's going okay. Hope it's better than mine right now. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.